I'd like the superintendent to give the board or provide to the board for review a listing of any of the union, whether it be AFSCME or VESA or VTO, employees that we pay their salary that is in reimbursed. I'd like an itemized list of not only the employees but also their incomes given to myself and the other board members so I can have that to review. The second request I have is a school partnership plan. I'd like to review that contractual agreement that we have and when it was established. Also a list of those employees so that I can see who are working on our behalf for advertising on the school websites. I'd like to congratulate Ms. Robin Dietrichs, who is a fourth grade teacher. I apologize and was unfortunately able to attend the Teacher of the Year, although I did take the advantage to sponsor it in lieu of a medical obligation. I would like to say that many people like to speak on the behalf of this board, and so tonight I'll take a little distinct difference in my request to the board members to speak on your own behalf, because I hear patients that come in to see me and say, well, Dr. Hill, I can't believe you said this, or I can't believe you think this, and I'm happy to speak for myself, but I thought because of the Sunshine Law, I don't get a chance to ask any of you in private your opinions, but I'll certainly request that from you tonight. Number one, the hottest topic is does anybody on this board feel like they need to privatize public education in this school district?
No.
I mean, does anybody feel that way? Because I don't feel that way, and nor do I feel that any of you feel that way. Number two, is anybody determined or hell-bent that we're going to turn every one of our schools here into a charter school?
No.
No, I mean, I don't feel that way either, but I certainly hear that all the time. Number three, I had a lady approach me at the Atlantic High School gymnasium last weekend after I discussed with her over a phone conversation about the board was going to, they were being told by union representatives that this board was going to do away with the 4-hour Schoolway Cafe employees and that we were going to privatize that. Has anybody on this board heard of that or suggested that?
No.
Mr. Russell, have you heard of that?
No.
I mean, I certainly have not heard of that, so I think it's just another vicious rumor. Is anybody here on this board, whether you be Republican or Democrat, work on behalf of a Republican or Democratic official to set your agendas for this board?
No. No. It's not.
I mean, I certainly don't, but I've heard that accusation time and time again. And without beating a dead horse, I'm sick of hearing that. So for those of you who continue to make those comments, I think you're ridiculous, and you try to degrade this school district, and we need to talk about the good things of this school district instead of coming up here and promoting false accusations and rumors that absolutely have no merit in this boardroom. So I could say a lot more, but I think enough has been said, and I think the message is clear. Either you accept the fact that all of us were elected by the constituents that represent the 500,000 Volusia County residents and you move on with your life, or perhaps you seek medical help to resolve the issues that you can't get resolved. And I say that both as a medical doctor and as an elected official. If you have a problem that we were elected, get over it, because it's done. You can't rewrite history. And I'm disgusted that the divisiveness of people who go and promote an agenda, whether it be in front of 300 people or 3 million people, the fact that this board is made up of people with different opinions, that we all have some different opinion about that we're going to run the school system in the ground, to me is ridiculous. I had people who have come to me that attended a Three Moms meeting. And I want to tell you that the comments that came out of there are appalling and disgusting. And they're directed at myself, Mrs. Costello, and Mrs. Johnson, because we're Republicans. Although I have never come in here and made any request to change a policy because of my political views or agenda. But yet they want to take us down because we're Republicans. Well, I'm sick of hearing that nonsense. I sit here on this board as an elected official. I represent students. I don't represent a political party. But yet the people continue to broadcast that message. The last thing I want to ask the board is, do any of you feel that you disrespect teachers?
No.
Absolutely not.
Because I constantly am being told over social media that I myself and the other two that I mentioned disrespect teachers. Not because we disrespect teachers, but because we're Republican. So get over it. I don't disrespect teachers. My sister's a teacher. She works in a school district. My mom was a paraprofessional who works here. I take care of hundreds of teachers. And I get sick and tired of hearing people say that we disrespect teachers, because we don't. The last thing I want to say is this. Is any of you getting a kickback on either health care or on school uniforms, a monetary kickback?
No.
No, absolutely not. But yet that's broadcast all over this district. That's told to people, oh, that we're going to get a money kickback in our pockets. The superintendent's going to get a $17,000 bonus if he reduces health care costs, is what I heard a teacher tell me that she was told by a union representative in your district. And you know what I did? I called him on the phone and asked him to announce over the speakerphone to her how much money he would get as a bonus if he reduced health care costs by $8 million. That was a $1,700 bonus, which he told me he'd be happy to give back, because it's not about a bonus to him, it's about doing the right thing for the school district. So you want to come up here and you want to voice what you think people want to hear from the community. That's a fine thing to do. I don't discourage it at all. Come up out in droves, tell the board what you think they want to hear. But quit promoting accusations and rumors about the people who make up this board, and respect the board because we're elected officials. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Mr. Dorn?
Hard act to follow. Yeah,